a living nuclear reactor disguised as a child. His village fears him. Within 15 years, he becomes their only defense. This is what happens when survival requires turning humans into weapons. Naruto Uzumaki, a real-world analysis. Biological profile subject, Naruto Uzumaki. Age, 12 to 17 years. Height, 166 centimeters. Weight, 50.9 kilograms. Classification, biological containment vessel. At birth, surgeons sealed the nine-tailed fox into Naruto's abdomen. An energy construct capable of leveling mountains now exists inside human tissue. His cells should reject it. Organ transplants require lifelong immune suppression to prevent rejection. Naruto's body accepted the fox completely. The seal acts as a molecular translator between human biology and concentrated energy. When he accesses fox chakra, his body temperature spikes past lethal thresholds. Heart rate triples. Cells operate under conditions that should cause immediate failure. Instead, they adapt. Fractures heal in hours. Lacerations close in minutes. His cells consume themselves as fuel to sustain repairs. This accelerated turnover means premature aging at the cellular level. He will die decades before his natural lifespan ends. The cost is invisible but absolute. Energy systems. Chakra is bioelectricity amplified exponentially. Human brains generate 20 watts. Naruto generates output measured in kilowatts during combat. Shadow clones divide his total energy across multiple physical bodies. Each clone possesses independent thought. Each clone accumulates experience. When a clone disperses, that experience floods back instant. 100 clones equals 100 simultaneous memory streams, compressing into seconds. This volume of sensory input should cause immediate brain damage. Neural pathways cannot process this data density without structural failure. Yet Naruto performs this technique routinely in combat scenarios, where cognitive load already operates at maximum capacity. His brain is rewiring itself in real time. New neural pathways form to handle impossible information density. He is not thinking like baseline humans anymore. He cannot. The Rasengan demonstrates this neurological difference. He generates a sphere of compressed chakra rotating at speeds exceeding artillery shells. Maintaining structural integrity requires calculating electromagnetic field interactions, while simultaneously tracking enemy positions and adjusting combat tactics. He does this reflexively. Psychological framework. Systematic isolation defined Naruto's developmental period. Both parents died during his birth. The fox killed them during the sealing procedure. The village blamed the child for the deaths. Adults refused interaction. Merchants denied service. Other children received explicit instructions to avoid contact. Standard developmental psychology predicts specific outcomes from sustained social rejection during critical growth periods. Children require attachment bonds. Without them, emotional regulation fails, self-worth collapses, survival becomes unlikely. Naruto converted rejection into visibility. Public vandalism, disruption, attention-seeking behavior through antisocial acts. These were not distress signals. These were forced interactions. If love was unavailable, acknowledgement became the alternative. This mechanism prevented psychological collapse. Social rejection activates identical neural pathways as physical trauma. Chronic activation correlates with elevated suicide risk in isolated adolescents. His disruptive behavior guaranteed reactions. Reactions meant existence confirmation. Existence confirmation meant survival. His stated goal of becoming Hokage functions as cognitive reframing. The Hokage represents maximum village respect. By targeting this position, he transforms rejection from permanent condition into temporary obstacle. His suffering acquires purpose. His isolation becomes a challenge rather than a verdict. Most children in equivalent situations do not survive psychologically intact. Naruto weaponized his environment instead. He built resilience from hostility, created purpose from pain, refused imposed reality, and constructed alternative futures where value existed. This is not optimism. This is advanced psychological defense operating at expert efficiency. Combat capability. Naruto's tactical approach contradicts established military doctrine. Standard combat theory emphasizes energy conservation, terrain exploitation, engagement minimization. Naruto operates through overwhelming numerical superiority generated by energy output alone. He deploys hundreds of shadow clones per engagement. Each clone is expendable intelligence. Each clone probes defenses. Each clone identifies weaknesses through direct contact. This is industrial-scale attrition applied to individual combat. His clones share complete tactical awareness without communication delays. They coordinate complex maneuvers instantly. They adapt to battlefield changes faster than enemy reaction cycles allow. Conventional assassination protocols become ineffective. Killing requires exploiting limited human perception. Naruto maintains 360-degree awareness through clone distribution. Neutralizing him requires destroying every clone while locating the original before reinforcement generation. He functions as self-contained military unit. 20 clones provide reconnaissance, assault capability, and defensive perimeter establishment simultaneously. His regeneration factor ensures operational continuity through injuries that incapacitate normal combatants. The Fox adds strategic-level destructive capacity. Full activation outputs energy sufficient to vaporize everything within 100 meters. Fortified structures collapse. City blocks disappear. No conventional military force possesses countermeasures. Standard neutralization requires sustained engagement, lasting days combined with total energy depletion before execution window opens. Most opposition cannot maintain required output duration. Naruto can. Containment paradox. Konoha sealed the Fox inside Naruto to neutralize an immediate existential threat. This decision placed equivalent destructive capacity inside village walls under assumption of permanent containment integrity. The Fox is not cooperative. It is imprisoned. All containment systems degrade. The seal operates on Naruto's chakra reserves. Complete energy depletion weakens structural integrity. Host death triggers immediate failure. Severe psychological trauma creates exploitation opportunities for the Fox. The village transformed certain destruction into probable future catastrophe. Civilian fear operates on accurate threat assessment. Naruto remains useful while contained. Containment failure converts him into the apocalypse scenario the seal was designed to prevent. This generates systemic distrust embedded in village culture. Children learn fear through social conditioning without understanding origin. Adults maintain emotional distance as protective measure. Shinobi conduct continuous surveillance disguised as routine training oversight. He exists simultaneously as primary defense asset and catastrophic liability. Strategic protocols require contingency planning for asset compromise. Konoha maintains classified termination procedures. Naruto remains unaware these protocols exist. He defends people holding execution orders with his name. He seeks acceptance from leadership that calculated his acceptable loss threshold. He builds relationships with individuals trained to kill him if parameters shift. Either he lacks awareness or chooses operational denial. Both scenarios indicate psychological frameworks incompatible with self-preservation instinct. He has internalized the village perspective. He views himself as they view him. Strategic resource with acceptable failure conditions. Probability analysis. Current assessment. Stable containment. Threat classification. Catastrophic upon failure. Failure probability. Escalating with time. The seal is 17 years old. Degradation accelerates as host organisms age. Chakra systems destabilize. Energy regulation becomes erratic. The Fox will exploit any weakness. Konoha faces 3 strategic options. First option, periodic seal reinforcement through surgical intervention. Each procedure carries catastrophic failure risk. This extends operational timeline without eliminating core threat. Second option, Fox transfer to replacement host before current seal fails. This requires terminating Naruto. Extraction kills the host. This removes immediate threat while requiring new host acceptance of identical fate. Third option, complete weaponization. Train full synchronization between Naruto and Fox. Remove containment entirely. Rely on psychological conditioning for control. This maximizes combat effectiveness while eliminating all safety protocols. No option exists without severe cost. Leadership will eventually choose. Naruto will learn his agency was manufactured illusion. His autonomy exists only within parameters, defined by those who view him as equipment with calculated depreciation schedules. Conclusion: Naruto Uzumaki represents a biological weapon system that exceeded original design specifications, engineered as containment tool, developed into autonomous individual, created to neutralize threat, became the threat, built to protect village, may yet destroy it. His existence forces immediate questions about modification ethics. When does strategic necessity justify creating controllable apocalypse? How do we balance individual autonomy against collective security when the individual possesses civilization-ending capacity? These are not theoretical exercises. These are active dilemmas operating inside a 17-year-old, containing enough concentrated energy to eliminate nation-states. The seal will fail. The fox will emerge. Naruto will choose between maintaining control and ensuring survival. Konoha will choose between trust and elimination. Outcome models remain inconclusive. Variables exceed measurement capacity. We observe, we document. We prepare for probability that greatest defender becomes the threat leadership always calculated he might be. Next file. Levi Ackerman. The science of a perfect soldier. The most dangerous human ever created is not who you expect. Classification restricted